Welcome back to day 2 of walking the Wicklow Way. So I started the video you seen there where I finished on the first day, that junction there above the road. I was saying the last day that maybe there was parking down below. There isn't really, not safe anyway. It's a regional road. It's kind of, I think it's an 80 kilometre, but it's, anyway, it wouldn't be safe for the car or other road users. Not really the space for it. But anyway, so you have to, if you're doing what I'm doing, you have to go into Tinnaheed and park in there and walk out, which gives you an extra 2 kilometres onto your day. Today is probably going to be about 33. I'm hoping to get, the plan is to get to Glenmalure Lodge. I'm going to be picked up there. It's raining again, and when I put up in Tinnaheed, I sat in the car, it must be going on an hour, hoping that it would stop. It was pissing out. I think you can say that, can you? It means it's raining really heavy. Pissing out is a Dublin thing, slang. Could be countrywide, correct me if you will. But anyway, that's what it means. So, sitting in the car, again wondering, am I doing the right thing? Will I just turn back and head home? But no, I got a eureka moment, and there was a shop beside me, and I bought an umbrella. So, not that being used it there, it's after easing off a bit. Go through a gate here. So, yeah, I'm probably the only one to do the Wicklow Way with an umbrella, or maybe not. Not very professional, felt a bit silly. But anyway, yeah, so 30 odd kilometres including the 2 to come out. I don't know, we'll hope to do it. I'm not rushing, take my time. The weather has to improve, it's to improve as the day goes on. Sunny spells later on, so I'm a bit wet now, not much, thanks to the umbrella, but yeah, so it's all good, and catch you later. So I'm back on track because I got lost for a bit. Well, I went the wrong way, same difference. Daydreaming, that's the problem with being out places like this. Tend to lose yourself. But anyway, this part of, and we're just outside Tinnaheed, the countryside is covered with different waymarked trails. Now they're all colour coded, so they're kind of idiot proof, but I went the wrong way anyway. So but I'm back on course now, so I've just added another kilometre at least until I realise I've gone the wrong way onto my already 30 odd kilometre a day. So not impressed. I wouldn't mind I was here before, I shouldn't have, but there's a sign there, look. See that? The yard there. I just didn't see my one. Yeah, this part I'm familiar with, as I said here before. There was a middle section today's walk, Drumcroft, on the Military Road. I've been there as well doing, again there's loads of walks there. And then near the end, hopefully today, Glenmalure Lodge, there's walks there as well, so I'm very familiar. The beginning, the middle and the end sections. But there's a whole lot of in between those sections that I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm wearing waterproof socks today, so when I heard about them first I said that's a gimmick. So I went and invested in a pair, and it is an investment, they're not cheap. But so far they seem to be working, because the shoes I'm wearing are fantastic for distance. They're good for this type of terrain as well, which is changeable terrain. Tracks, trails, boreen, so on, grass. Perfect, nice and comfortable. But they're not waterproof. So I'm wearing the socks, and so far it seems to be working. It's a very magical place almost, in the middle of a forest. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Go on, keep going. Oh, go on, I'll leave you alone. Well, the waterproof socks are working, so I'm delighted with them. But the other piece of new equipment, the umbrella, seems to be falling apart. So I'm missing bits. Every time I seem to take it out of the bag to put it up, there's bits missing off it. And every time I go to open the umbrella, it fights me that little bit more than the previous time. And I have a funny feeling, oops, I won't tempt fate, but a funny feeling it's not going to see the day. I don't know what I paid for it. I must check the card, but I might bring it back. Anyway, I'm just about to find out whether the waterproof socks are waterproof or not. So here we go. Right, so a bit of a standoff here. I'm going to show you how we communicate in Dublin, yeah? So watch this. Oi, you! Your mother was a cow. Actually, your father was a cow as well. Gobshite. That's how we do it, yeah? You're just letting them country guys know. Don't mess with the dubs. Right, just got a level bit of ground. The last couple of kilometres has been persistent flood. It's been uphill. I'm out since 9:30 this morning, and I've just passed the 20-kilometre distance on the app. Now, the optimist in me wants to say that I'm over halfway there. But the realist is in the ears. Well, you're 2 kilometres included in that distance to get out to the start point from Tinnahealy this morning, and there was at least 1 kilometre where I went the wrong way. But I seen when I was doing some research, there's a place called Iron Bridge. I'm assuming it's a bridge of some description, and it seemed like a nice place to stop. I have sandwiches with me. I made them this morning before I left the house. So that might be a nice place to stop and have a sandwich. So normally, if Sonia's with me, I don't make my own sandwiches. I got very adventurous because she's very good at going into the delis, and where I'm not. If I go into a deli, I get lamped with the questions, and I always, without fail, come out with the wrong sandwich. And Sonia'd say, "Did you get such and such?" I said, "No, I forgot." Did you? Whatever. So I tend not to do that. I tend to make my own when I'm coming out. So yeah, we're going through Quilter Forest at the moment. It stopped raining. I have my t-shirt on. It's very warm. I'd say about 18 degrees. And oh, there's a nice view coming in the focus there. And I think I recognise it. So I just can't remember the name of the mountain. I was up there before, and it's in the clouds to a degree, but it looks familiar. So if it's where I think it is, we're making good progress. So I'm at Iron Bridge, and where there is a car park. There's nowhere to sit down. I was planning on having me sandwiches there on the right. So I think I'm just going to move on a bit further. I've only passed 3 people today. They were heading south on the Wicklow Way, and nobody going north has overtaken me, or I haven't overtaken anybody. So I'm assuming it's just a quiet day on the Wicklow Way. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether the camera's doing that justice, the steep incline there, and it started just after the Iron Bridge, so I was going to stop there for sandwiches. I'm glad now I didn't, but I've been faced with this, and it's not over yet. It seems to go on. And that's just down to not checking the map. My own fault. So I'm just at the pass, and it's a hut, shelter. I think there's definitely 2 of them, maybe 3 of them. Not sure the name of that one. I think it's Muckrick Hut, maybe. They're Brophies. I'm probably pronounced that wrong. I think it's a Scottish term. It's basically when the farmers were out tending their sheep or cattle, whatever it was, on the side of the mountain. If the weather changed, inclement weather, moved in, they would be able to take shelter. So, but these ones are not original. They were placed there by a group of volunteers, I believe. They're like a shed, but there's only 3 sides. And I was going to stop there for me sandwiches. At this stage now I'm starving. I can see myself eating these on the way home in the car, but later on. But anyway, so when I rocked up, delighted with myself, make it that far, there's a young lady. It's like she's camped there for the night inside the hut. So it was kind of inappropriate because she had no shoes on or anything. I think she was there for a while. Canadian girl, sounds anyway. And I didn't want to even start filming, like that would have been a bit probably inappropriate or whatever. So look, there's another 1, if not 2 of them. And at some point I'll be able to show you what they look like. But the weather's changing for the worse again. Yeah. But anyway, I'll get them sandwiches at some stage. To keep you off the bog, protect the bog from, mind you, it doesn't seem to make much difference. There's another trail over there. Obviously some people don't like walking it. Probably find it slippy. Depends what you're wearing, I suppose. Still very quiet. 4 people in total met so far today, and the girl I was speaking to last, the Canadian girl, so she was saying that there's another 10 kilometres. I don't think there is. I think it's less than that. So yeah, we're on the home front straight. Not much more uphill, which is good news, and then it's dropping down into Glenmalure. So looking forward to a point there. So this marker is the halfway point. Can't really see it, but it says 63.5 kilometres, halfway point. Well, there you are. So you can't see it, but at the end of that lane is what's left of the military barracks, British barracks. So after the 1798 and the 1803 rebellions, Irish rebellions, a lot of the rebels who hadn't been captured escaped to the Wicklow Mountains to evade capture. So they were operating out of the Wicklow Mountains. The British wanted to obviously capture them. They built the military road, which is just beside us here, which goes through the middle of the mountain range, pretty much. And 5 of those barracks were built along the way, so British soldiers could be stationed and they could react immediately to any sign of the rebels. So just finishing there now. Around the corner is I'm on just nearly 38 kilometers. I always find that happens. So this morning I thought it'd be 33. I know I added a few on here and there, but yeah, I'm 38, so I'm not far off a marathon. I'm a little bit tired.